Miss Pickles Gaming. Yeah, it's a big deal.
Hey, Mark with MPG. All right, so this video is how to get the Legend of the East Satchel. This thing here is a game changer. If you haven't gotten it, my God, stop what you're doing, go hunting. First thing you're going to want to do is upgrade and buy Pearson some leather working tools. That way, when you start bringing him pelts, he can craft them into what you need. The next thing you're going to need to do is upgrade the medicine and provision wagons twice. And you also have to craft X amount of items at the campfire. So each satchel that you want to unlock and craft will tell you what you have to do for it to unlock it. So on the tonic satchel, you're going to need a perfect deer, a perfect buck, and a perfect elk. Once you get all those and get it unlocked, he'll make it. All right, for the ingredients, you need a perfect deer, a perfect badger, a perfect squirrel. Get those, you get that satchel. For the kit satchel, a perfect deer, perfect elk, and a perfect panther. The panther's a little tough, but we'll get to that. And then provisions, you need a deer, bison, and raccoon. All right, all very doable. For the materials, another deer, perfect boar, and an iguana. Show you where to get the iguana. Valuables, you're going to need a perfect deer, beaver, and a rabbit. All of them very simple. And then for the Legends of the East, you're going to need another deer, a cougar, and a wolf. Every pelt has to be absolutely perfect. So just keep that in mind. Now, I'm not going to show you where to get every animal. That would just be ridiculous. Video would never end. But I'm going to show you some key ones that you might have problems locating. And the first one is a badger. And these are incredibly simple if you know where to look. So we're leaving camp. We're heading over the trappers up the hill on the right. Riggs station is straight ahead. And right over this little tiny hill is two badgers. And they respawn there every couple days. There's one right there to our right. I ran past him. There he is. He's running away. So let's see what he is. Most of the time, they are perfect. This one is. We're going to skin him. And hey, one of the things that you may not have known where to go and get an animal, nice and simple. The trapper's right up there just to give you a reference. Might as well grab the carcass. We can either give that to Pearson or sell it back to the trapper. You're probably wondering, where do I get a damn beaver? All right, the beavers also incredibly simple. You're going to head to Lake Owenwadjia, which is north of Strawberry, and they are all around this lake. They are, I don't want to say everywhere, but they're everywhere. So if the first one isn't here, just go on the backside. Sometimes the elk will scare them. So that's why I'm running, to get him really fast. So the beaver hasn't ran in. Make sure you try and get a headshot or as high up as possible. Because it was an unknown animal, this is the first one in the game that I've shot. It's a perfect beaver. Most of them are perfect. So there you go. If he wasn't there, go around the backside and just walk the lake. If he's not on the back, if there's not a perfect one on the backside, toward the mouth of where the river comes in, there's always 2 or 3 beavers over there. So there you go. The beavers are doable. The next one will be a cougar, and we are right in the cougar neighborhood. So we're going to just keep heading north along the road that brought us here. By the way, this is where you'll stop and look for another beaver if you want on Lake Owenwadjia. And you just stand up here, and there's normally, if they're not down there, they're here. So there's always 1 or 2 and sometimes 3 just sitting outside the water. So again, the beavers are taken care of, and we'll head to the cougars. This is one of the more popular places because the cougar spawns there quite often. If he doesn't show up for you, make sure that no one's camping in the area. And if everything's still good, just set up camp away from it, spend the night, come back. 99% chance the cougar will spawn in. So blow past this guy. He's here quite often.
in the middle of the road. Hey, you there?
Right up here, the road's kind of veer to the right. We want to go to the meadow in the left, and that's where the cougar hangs out. Little secret about the cougars, if you stand up on a rock, they will not attack you. Supposedly. Well, I think we're going to prove that wrong. I made a video about this. So, anyways, keep an eye on your HUD or your mini map, because if you see a dot run into you really fast and you're close to a rock, just run to the rock. What I like doing is just sprinting to this rock first and then having a look around. Here he is. So remember, cougars are not supposed to attack you if you're up on a rock. So being that we haven't studied him, we didn't know what he was. He's just a good cougar. I spent the night, we're coming back in, sprint to the same set of rocks. He normally beds down over there, so I can hear him. He's coming in this way. Again, we're up on the rock, and damn, he attacks me. Oh, even Arthur can't believe it. All right, so try and get headshots on the cougars. Use a Springfield or a bow. So if this was not a perfect one, we would have previously, before entering, have saved the game. And this is a poor cougar. And we would exit the area, sleep, and come back. Reload the game. And here's our cougar. And this one is perfect, so we can move on from the cougars. Cougars are not that difficult. You just need to know, stand on the rock. And other than that one rogue cougar, I've never been attacked. By the way, I tried making a title for a portion of a video that I hunted a perfect cougar and also the perfect beaver. And Google Gemini said that that was not a good title. So just thought I'd throw that out there. All right, so we are going for the iguana. You just saw the map. And what you want to do is ride your horse along this shoreline. And if you don't see a canoe, ride it all the way to the hill over there and come back. And just keep riding back and forth, and eventually a canoe will just magically appear. I'm lucky it was there the first time. So we're going to row out to one of the islands here. And on this island is iguanas. This is probably one of the ones when you saw the list going, where the hell am I supposed to get an iguana? Well, you just row right out here to this island, and there are green iguanas everywhere. As soon as you get off the thing, you're going to find iguanas.
Big lizards?
Are they real?
Of course they're real, you and...
Yes, everywhere. You can see them running right there. There's 3 of them over there. So we're going to do a quick study so we know what we're shooting. And both of those are just good. So they're really useless to us unless we just want them for the money. And they're not that valuable. So I like going clockwise around the island for no particular reason. There's an iguana there. Actually, it was a muskrat, but that was a perfect iguana. And I like getting muskrats just so that I can make cover scent lotion. So we've been on this island for a total of a couple minutes now, and I got my perfect iguana. As long as you're here, get as many perfect ones as possible. Pearson needs one, and I know the trapper needs at least one. He might need 2 for some of the things he's going to do for you. So you might as well get as many as you can while you're here. Also, you can do a lot of things on that island. All right, the last thing we're going to get is a panther. So you saw that we're below Braithwaite Manor and Boulder Glade, and we're in this area here, and this is where the panther spawns. There are 2 different types of panthers, the Florida panther and the regular panther. Both of them are pretty badass. Try to stay in as much of a clearing as possible so you can see them coming. Keep an eye on your mini map, and when you see a red dot blazing towards you, get in a position where you can just quickly do a headshot. So before you come in, save the game so that if the panther doesn't spawn, you can go out, reload the game, and most likely it'll be there the next time. Also, if you have NPCs in here doing their thing, the panther most likely will not show up. So those were the moonshiners. I helped them, and then I slept and came back in. Keep an eye on the mini map, and when you get in a clearing, slow down. And there he is. And they come at you fast. Oh, I thought I hit him. Now, I got incredibly lucky here. Because if you are a completionist, you need to study every animal. And for this, I guess I just wounded him, so I'm able to study him as he's laying there. And sure enough, he's a perfect panther. So I can just take out my knife and kill him, and he'll stay perfect. And that was it. I got really lucky with the panthers. Now, you're going to want to get another panther for the trapper, and you're going to want another panther for a saddle that you give to the trapper. It is by far the best saddle in the game, so get used to hunting panthers. We'll call in our horse. Also, you can bring Pearson the carcass, and stew he makes from it will be extra fortifying. Or you can take it to a butcher or the trapper, and you're going to get top dollar. So as you can see, our requirements, we've done the first 6, and now we get the Legends of the East Satchel. All right. Well, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you on the next video.
Excuse me. Have you seen an Englishman? I've gone and lost him. Lost him. It's the funniest thing. He's gone. Gone.
Tell me you've seen Gavin.
I don't even know what he looks like.
Gavin! Gav! In!
Where the hell are you?